Hey guys, my name is Anastasia Meng and you are watching a channel about cross-stitch. Today we are gonna talk about my plans for this year, but first I would like to show you what I'm stitching today. This is one of my older whips and this is actually a winter wreath by the Ukrainian company Fruzilok. They're making their kits on a wooden basis. It's really cool, and the last couple of weeks were kind of difficult for me. I wasn't stitching at all. I almost lost my stitchy mojo or stitchy bug, so this whip is helping me to recover, and it's doing good. Just look at this radiant and red bow. And of course I can just say, like, this whip is not an easy one. It has like a lot of threads. Sorry, I mean like a lot of colors. Just have a look, like so many. But look at this. I'm like in love with this thread. It's a DMC Etoile. It's kind of new. Maybe several years ago they make a new collection of sparkly ones. Just look how sparkly it is. It's like perfect. A couple years ago my dad gave me a present, like the whole box of them, and just each one color, but they're so cute, and now I want to like add them in every project, and I'm so happy they have it in this exactly wreath because these colors are amazing. And just look, they have it in the bow. It's like most of it is in the bow actually. So I am almost done. It's a little tiny sparkly. Okay, what else I have here? I also have my bookmarks, which I'm stitching for Chinese New Year. And now I'm on number 4. I'm already finished 2, all backstitched. One is not backstitched and one is just started. And I actually just got an order for one more. So I'll be ordering another metal bookmark and stitching it for the next week. I have to finish like ASAP. Like, how is this ASAP? Yes, very fast. So they are so cute, but they're super sparkly. Oh, who do we have here? Who do we have here? Why are you here, baby? Oh, she loves everything like shiny and that makes some noises on the table. Just look. Every time I'm leaving it, she just jumps over it and wants to steal it from the table. I'm finding it under the table. So to protect it from May, I have special ord jar and special like needle place, which I magnetized so none of the needles will be lost. So my special ord jar is actually like a tea tin, but it's like super protected, and if I'm closing it she cannot open it. It's like a double lock, and during the day I keep it like this, and it has 2 magnets. They're very strong, so even if she touches some of the needles they cannot fall out, and even if she drops it on the floor it cannot like break or fall out. Of course right now I'm not closing it fully, but every night I'm closing it fully, and you can see like even if I'm touching the needles they're actually not falling out. I'm not so sure it will protect her from eating them, but I'm sure she's not so silly. Babe, you cannot sit here. No. You cannot sit here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is it? No. Okay, since we're finally done with the maze problem has been dealt with. So now we can finally talk about my plans for this year. And I think you already seen the name of this video, so you can actually guess what's happening. And I can tell you my reasons for it, because I've been watching everyone making plans for the last couple of weeks. And of course I'm so late for the party, but everyone is saying like very rationally, like everyone's being super healthy about their cross stitch hobby, and the cross stitch like is not an obsession. We should spend less time on it, we should focus on real life and things like that. And yeah, I totally agree with this, but I've already had a very lazy cross stitch year. I had a cross-stitch year where I was stitching only from stash, and I had almost a whole year of non-buying things. I had a whole year of saving my money and a whole year of finishing things. So I think my soul is craving something special. Like everyone is just saying like, oh, next year I'm gonna start this, and this, and I'm gonna finish this, and this. But if not, then whatever, it's just plans. Plans, we make plans to break. No, I am saying no. I'm saying that if I'm making plans, I will keep my plans. I will keep my plans and I will die to make them true. This is like my motto now from now on. I really want this year to be special for me. I want this year to be special. I want the cross stitch to become again something challenging, interesting, because I think I'm kind of good at cross stitch, and now it's just like, oh, I'm stitching this project, I'm stitching that project. No, I'm craving a challenge. So, and you know me, as soon as I get some timelines or timetables or schedules, my brain is just not working correctly and everything is going bad. So, what I decided to do is that I'm not gonna choose projects I'm gonna stitch right now. Like the whole year, everything is gonna change. But what I'm gonna do is that I will allow myself anything. If I want to start a kit or a pattern that I already have, I'll just go and do it today. If I want to buy a new one that I first see, I will go and buy it. And the only thing is that I will start it. So I am buying to start. I'm choosing to start because this is a year of new starts. 2022 is the year that I hit 30. So I thought the 30 is a perfect number to be the number of starts I will do this year. Yeah, someone will say they can do 30 starts in 1 month. No, that's too bad for my sanity. I don't think I do 30 starts in the whole year. Maybe like 20, but I don't do 30. And I thought 30 is a great number. Yeah, it should be better like 36 because it's divided by 12 and it's like even number of starts, but actually 30 is also good. It's like 6 months I can allow myself 3 starts per month, and 6 months I can allow myself 2 starts per month. So as long as I keep with these numbers, and if I don't, I will have to catch up. I will catch up, and by the end of the year, even if in December I will have to make 10 new starts, I will do it. So yep, that is my crazy plan for the year of starts. I'm doing 30 starts. Are you with me? Are we gonna join? Are you gonna join me in this crazy endeavor and just allow yourself everything? But there are rules for myself that I'm making for myself. First of all, if I'm buying things, I'm starting them. So like the moment I'm buying it, I'm starting, or maybe the next day when I will kit up the floss. But okay, maybe if it's with delivery, I will buy it the moment I receive it. But that's the point. I cannot buy like 15 patterns or 5 kits or 2 kits and then like not start or start only one. No, I have to buy one and start one. If I'm buying 2, I'm starting 2 on the same day. That's a bad thing, so I'm not probably gonna do that. Yeah, the shipping is gonna cost more, but it's actually very rational, and this will make me save money and double think my purchases. Another thing is I really want good starts, not like just some bookmark size like this roses and then I will finish it in a day or two. No, I want to enjoy my projects. I want to start things that I really want to stitch quite some time and enjoy them, because I don't want a project that I can finish in 1 week. I don't need many finishes this year. I don't need any finishes. I won't be upset even if I didn't have one. So what I'm saying is that small projects are not taking part in this challenge. Small projects or any projects is under 1,000 stitches, or for me, any projects that's less than 50 by 50 full coverage. So if it's 50 by 50, but it's small, like non-full coverage, or even less, like even if it's like 1,700, it's still small. I would say 2,000 stitches is a good size, so we will leave 2,000 as a good size, but it should be like bigger, not just 50 by 50. It should be bigger in size, so it's more difficult to stitch and probably would have blends and backstitch or something like that. Okay, so I will probably start something small during the year. I'm just not gonna count it, because right now I already have 2 bookmarks and 1 more for order. And what if I get any other orders this year, or if I get anything like whatever people want to pay me for, but just small cross stitches, like something for my TikTok or something, like tiny things. But I don't want to count it as stars. It's just like wasting of my super cool, amazing challenge for myself, right? So I'm super excited for this. Second thing is that I'm spending at least 5 full stitching days on each project. This is a must. Like, I cannot just put 2 or 20 stitches and that's it. No, I have to give it a whole week of stitches. Not just like one by one, but at least in a year, I have to give it 5 full days. So I think I will start and try to fill it in right away. But if I can't by any reason, I will keep it, and during the year, I will put it in like 5 full stitch days. For me, still stitch day is like at least 3-4 hours of stitching. So I expect it to have at least 1,500 stitches of every new start. I will not give myself the number of stitches, but I will say 5 days. If it's more, it's more. If it's less, okay, I won't be so happy about it, but things happens. So this is my year of new starts, and I'm so excited about it. Are you ready to see my first new start for 2022? Let's go. And so, are you ready to see the first start of this year? What will it be? And the first start of this year will be the kit that I was looking for, craving so long. Oh my god. This is the kit by the Chinese designer. Her company name, I think, is Orangnal. I'm not sure how she pronounced it, but this is the name, and she has her own website. It's all in Chinese, but she can speak English, so with great care you can actually try to find it and order from her. I'm pretty sure she will be happy to try to ship it to you. And it's huge. But before we do this like big unboxing of this huge kit. Yeah, it was a rather better package than you see it right now, because I just unpacked it for my Russian video. And they just put it back in, so we all have our first time impressions of the kit, like as it is. It's just not so beautiful. Before it was much compact and much more beautiful, but believe me, it's worth it. So before we go into this, I have actually 2 more kits by different designers from, they're not Chinese. Let me just show you. So these are kits from the Chinese TaoBao website. And I think they are both freebies. At least Barbara Anna's Foxy is definitely a freebie. I know it 100%. I don't know about the gnomes, but let's just assume they're a freebie. And these were not like my order. Erin gave me a present for New Year, these 2 kits. And this is like, it's very heartwarming and endearing that he thought of like the best present for the cross stitcher would be a cross stitch. But it also would be heartwarming and endearing if he would actually ask me like which kits I want or which cross stitch I would like to buy. And of course, none of this would be in my wish list. But because it was a thoughtful gift from a non-cross stitcher who had no idea how it all works. So, of course, I accepted it very graciously. I said I loved it. After that, after some time, I told him that they were actually free and he didn't need to buy them. And we agreed that next time he would like ask me, or I will secretly send him a link. So, but yeah, he recognizes his mistake. But anyway, it was very thoughtful of him, very sweet. That's why I will stitch it and I will take them as they are. Also, as it is a freebie, I don't think it violates too much copyright that these people took it and made a kit out of it. Of course, probably making money from another people's freebie is wrong, but they actually sell it as a kit, so they don't just sell a freebie. So, kind of so-so situation, whatever. So this is a kit, and first let's unbox these two kits, which are kind of different because this one has fabric in it and this one is magnet. So let's see the different approach of Chinese people to kitting up things, because it's very interesting. Like, they're not official company, they don't do it professionally. I'm just wondering how people do that. So first of all, it's like this in a pack, and it's kind of cute. It actually says DMC cross stitch from France, but it has like Chinese things, and this is like how you say cross stitch, 十字绣 in China. So DMC cross stitch. This is actually what I'm looking for every time I'm going on TaoBao. It has a logo, but I don't think it's official. Like, no way it's from official DMC company. So I'm thinking just people are using their logos to look like official. So what we have here in the kit, we have 2 needles, which is very nice, and more needles the better. They're okay, not bad. So we have a palette with colors, which is tied together, which is kind of okay. But the thing I like about this is that all the colors are actually signed with their numbers. So in case I decide not to stitch it, I can just put them back into their folders with the numbers I have. Or if I stitch it, which I will stitch it already, but probably not on this either, but I will stitch it and I will have some leftovers. I will be able also to just separate them and put them on bobbins, or just put them together with the leftover floss I have. And in case I don't have this number, like, so I can buy a number, the same number. So it's very thoughtful actually, and it's very nice that they do it this way. Though copyright violation, of course, but still. Though the thing itself is kind of like just a carton, so not the thing that I would use. It's kind of flimsy too much, and I'm sure it will rip at some point, so I will try to use it very carefully, just like very carefully. But I like the length, because a lot of companies, what they actually do is they cut it very short. I see some short ones here actually. Maybe from this side they're short. Yeah, maybe. But the length of these, like, let's take the black one, are actually very good. Yeah, I actually like it. And if you just pull it, so it's kind of easy to pull, but I'm not sure this is DMC. I don't want to say anything like directly because I'm not sure. I don't have the newest DMCs. Like, the DMC I have are like from 7-year-old or 8-year-old when I bought them in America, but like I understand that right now they change the manufacturing process, they change everything, so maybe right now they have this feeling, but I was pretty sure my DMC, they kinda stronger, like not harder, but I would say these are more soft, but they're not as soft as, I would say, as CXC, or I actually have some DMC here, but they're the new ones. These are from Frusilog, from the wooden kit, and these are like super soft. So maybe this is DMC. So maybe. Okay, next one is the fabric. Oh, can you see that? This is opalescent Ada. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I've never had opalescent fabric before. Like, yeah, I bought some opalescent fabric for a new start of my snowman, but I haven't stitched on it yet. But the worst thing is, like, this is 11. Oh, what's inside? This is 11 count Ada, and I don't want to stitch it on 11th count. And it's marked. And it's pre-marked. As far as I know, Chinese cross stitchers don't like stitching on non-marked fabric. Like all the cross stitch, Chinese cross stitch, is printed out, like printed on the fabric, and then they just don't look at the pattern, they just cross stitch it. I think because this is a freebie and a form freebie, they couldn't actually print it on the fabric. Maybe this will violate too many copyrights or something like this, so they marked the fabric which you actually like stitch on. It's kind of nice touch. Not sure I will use it this way. Maybe I can wash it off and just use it to do some embellishments or just for another cross stitch, because it's a present, I will cross stitch it. And also I just love this little foxy by Barbarana. I saw a lot of people cross stitch it on the clothes, or actually doing some present for children, like they would cross stitch it and put the child's name here and his birth date or something, because it's a baby. It's so cute. So maybe if I can find someone who's having a baby this year, I can cross stitch it for them as a gift. I don't know. I would love to cross stitch this fox, and now I have the threads, and apparently I have a pattern. Let's just have a look at the pattern. Because it's a freebie, I think we can. It's a colored pattern with colored backstitch, so I think it's just the way the Barbara Anna draws it. And we have a color key. Let's see. The color key is kind of all understandable. Let's see. We have full cross. This is probably half cross, French knot, and backstitch. Kind of understand everything, so it's easy. I'll just see. Who's coming? Who's coming here? Why are you coming here? Huh? Why are you coming here? Me. No! I knew it! I knew she would do it! May! May! I'm making a video here! What are you doing? Look at her! I'm not letting her sit on my fabric. Is like what makes her angry. Okay, let me stop it for a second. Deal with her. Go put her in a nice blanket, so she will leave with it. But I knew it. The moment I put some fabric or something on the table, she will sit on it. She will come up and sit on it. Yeah, just look at it. May Thug Life edition. Okay. May being dealt with. So I assumed we all realized what's going on with that kit, so let's see what's up with this kit. And this kit came to me like this. So this is a minus for this kit, as I cannot keep it. Aww, but it's cute too. I mean, I cannot keep it. Aww, whatever. So let's see. First of all, again, there are two color palettes, and there is way less colors, but the colors are so cute. I mean, these are very cute and nice colors. Of course, this is not the thing I would choose to stitch gnomes, and like they are so cute and sweet and nice. I don't know, like I could be stitching something like this for sale per se, but just for myself, I don't know. But as it is a gift, I can't say no, so I will be stitching it. And yeah, let's say it's not so bad. Like, they're nice, cute, whatever. Put them in the kitchen. I'll stitch them and put them in the kitchen. So they have two, and they're stitched together. They also have needles, so 2 more needles. And they have numbers as well. This is really good, like really, really, really good. Okay, big plus for this kit. Let's see what's next. They have this plastic canvas, which I actually don't know who is the maker of it, because I've just opened my oven kit, which I have the magnets from, and I was just comparing it, and this plastic, which is supposed to be DMC, is much thicker. This is a company oven, and I'm doing the magnets with Russian food. This is much thicker, like compared to a Chinese one. The dots are less dense, I would say. Though I'm pretty sure it's the same count, but this will be bigger anyway. Interesting. And you can see, like, this is not see-through. This is like very easily see-through. How to say? Yeah, if you look at this and like this, you see this is difficult to see through. This is like so easy to see through. So I think I will need maybe double the amount of floss in here if I want to stitch it to be too see-through. But the interesting part was the magnet, because the magnet are as well the sticky ones. So you just unstick the paper and you actually have not just a magnet, but this white foamy stick thing. So I'm not sure how well it will be, but it's also so soft, like super soft. The oven actually has much harder magnet, and when you unstick it, it's just a magnet. The magnet itself is sticky. So I'm not sure which one will be easier to use or which one will be sticking better. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, actually I can feel some magnet, but I think it's too big. It will fall. Yeah, well, it's too big, guys. Maybe a smaller pieces will stick. And I was just saying, like, for my Russian video, I cut this corner. I will cut this corner now for you to show how easy it is cut. It's like butter. So I'm not really sure if the magnets are so good, because they are cutting like butter. They're so easy to cut. One thing it's good for sticking on cross stitch, because you can actually cut it out, not as squares, you know, like don't make it squarey, but make it the line more smooth. This is very good. Another thing is, I'm not sure they will be very sticky if I make a magnet like this big. Yeah, won't it fall down from the fridge all the time? We'll have to just see. We'll have to see. If they're not very good quality, I might change the magnet. Before, I was thinking of maybe using extra glue for them, because I'm not sure how sticky the backside is. Now I'm thinking like not using extra glue, instead just doing as they are. And if they're not sticky at all, then changing them onto something else. We'll have to see. But let's just have a look at the pattern. I'm not sure this is a freebie, so I'm not going to show. It's also color with colorful backstitch, and this is the key. Rather easy, just cross stitch and backstitch, kind of easy. But yeah, this will be another start this year, I guess. Let's put it away. And the thing that we came here to look at, yay, is this. Unfortunately, I don't know the name, so I'm gonna call it like Egyptian Cleopatra. And yes, I was mainly influenced to stitch this project because now I have Lang Mei, and Lang Mei is a Sphinx cat, which makes her kinda like Egyptian cat, though I'm pretty sure she's Canadian Sphinx. So, hi to all my Canadian friends. I have your cat here in China. So, let's see. So, first of all, this is like a huge project. Let me just show you parts of it. It has floss, it has needles. She is coming. No, you're not. Go away. Go back. Go back. And we have some full numbers of floss. Whites and dark blues. I guess they're the most used ones. Then we have 28 count light blue. And this is a huge piece. Of course, as I'm... See? That's what I'm talking about. If there is a fabric, she's gonna sit on it. Go away. Oh. Oh. I just don't know how many times already she did it. Okay, let me hold you. Want a hug? Okay. So this is a 28 count piece, and go play. And it's huge. So my idea was that if this piece doesn't have any like quarters or petites or anything like that, I could actually try to stitch it as my magpies, like 1/1. Because magpies, I'm stitching 25 count 1/1 linen, but this is 28 count, and I think this is even width. I think it will look amazing. So, and can I just show you, like, this is already prepared, and it's like, oh, so cute, like rainbow. This is the first time I received something like that. Like, yeah, the Ada was prepared for me too. Yeah, but just with white on the machine. This is with rainbow color floss, and it's so much cuter. I mean, really, how cute this is. So this kit, you already see the difference, because those ones were not made by real cross-stitch designers, I think. Just the people who want my money on it. But this is made by a real cross-stitch designer, so the attention to small details is much greater. We've got a very nice fabric. Then we've got two pieces of cotton. Actually, the cotton is not good, but what is inside is so much better. This is done for the blends, so I don't need to actually make how I do all the time, is that I just pierce the key page and everything with the blends, or save them, or just put them anywhere, or organize them in a box. I can actually put them on here, and yeah, this is very useful, and a big yes to this kit because of it. But can we just see how many blends here? Oh my god, like, that's already scaring me. But I'm ready. I'm ready to fight, and I'm sure this will be a long-lasting battle, like several years at least. And I'm ready for it. I really like the design. I would love to stitch it. Let me just turn it around, so while I'm mumbling something here, you can just admire. Some numbers. Needles. I already opened it. It was sealed and closed, and there are 2 needles inside, just like in the other kits. So I think this is like how everyone is doing it, just 2 needles, but it says premium quality Japanese needles made in Japan, great for stitchers and crafters. And cross-stitch needle. 26. So I guess this is really better than some unknown needles in the other kits. And let's just see how much floss is here. Of course, there is no numbers of flosses, like they're real numbers. They're just the numbers in order of this kit, because as the designer explained to me, it took so much time to organize this kit, because she's trying to protect her copyright by not giving out the numbers, so other people cannot kit it, cannot steal it, and cannot resell it. It's actually very smart, because as we saw on the previous 2 kits, people are doing exactly that. So she's not giving her floss numbers, and I think I could recognize some of them. I could, if I need, find their numbers, especially if I have a color card or something, but who's gonna do that? Like, who has so much time to do that? I'm not sure it's worth it. So yeah, But the colors are amazing. Look at these pinks and purples. Oh, this lavender. Oh, I love it. I love this lavender and this lavender so much. Oh, this dark lavender is beautiful. Okay. You heard me phoning over the thread, just like now. Hear me screaming over, how much is it? Oh no! Like literally, it's in my hand like a giant ponytail. Do you want a rainbow pony? May, do you need a ponytail? Oh, she's angry. She is angry. Look at her. Look at her face. She is so angry. She's not sitting on it. She's like, how dare you? Okay, let's see the pattern. Ugh, because it's a copyright violation to show it, I'm not going to show the whole pattern, just one page, but just let's show how many pages are there. Oh my god. Like this whole thing are pages. First of all, let's say great plus is that it's not paper, like thin paper. It's a hard paper. It's like kind of cardboard. Not so hard as this one, but it's hard. So I'm pretty sure even if I stitch it like several years, and even if I fold it, it will stay put. Okay, we will see at this paper later, but let's see this. I'm paying money to receive empty page 1, and it's not little money. Empty page 2 was 280 or something. Empty page 3, almost empty page 4, and there are some more empty pages. Nope. But believe me, there are more empty pages. How do I know? Because it's like Hade. Apparently, the designer just cut it like this and decided to print it out. So the first 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, are empty. And page number 5 is just a little part of this. So these are huge pages. Like her face is just 1 page. But unlike Hade, they don't give a graph or a scheme of pages and their numbers. Like all the pages are numbered. Like this is the page number 12. But yeah, it's kind of easy to see where is the page. And kind of easy to know that this is like number 11 and 13. But if I just look and say I want to start in the middle, I have no idea what's the number of the page I'm looking for. I'm just going and looking by the picture, which is not exactly the easiest thing. Okay, it's not so big as Hade and it's not so color confetti. Maybe it's helping that it's colored. So yeah, half of my whining is for nothing. But I'm just saying, if you are doing the page separation like this, how about just cutting down half of the pages? Like the Russian designers are doing, if they have a page, let's say, per se, like this, they will not send you the whole page, or they will never send you the empty page. They will actually cut the piece and try to piece it with the others, or like put it here and the next one here, and like save the space. So they actually like saving the paper, saving your money, saving the space, which is not happening here. So not extremely happy about this. But let's look at the paper. I think showing off one piece of pattern is not too big. So just don't stitch her eyes, okay? So looking at this, I can see these have 3/4. It has long stitches. Let me show you something smaller. Yep, it has some long stitches here and here in her eyes, and some petites here. But when you actually look at the picture in her eyes, you cannot see all that. You cannot see all those petites, and yeah, there are beautiful, nice, but I think if I'm reducing the size of the picture and remaking it like 1/1, I don't think it will be noticeable too much if I'm not doing 3/4 or long stitches, if I'm just doing 1/1 everything. because what I'm trying to say is that I'm not gonna stitch this 2 over 2. Instead, probably I'm gonna stitch it 2 over 1 half stitch. So, and all this is just gonna be made with back stitch. Let's see. I'm not sure about her hair too much, but her eyes would be easy. Face too, not so difficult. Especially like here, her gems and everything. It's just solid cross stitches. It's just solid stitches. It's not quarters or anything. Like the only quarters I saw is like here, and I can actually make it with a backstitch. It could be done with backstitch easily. So I'm not sure it would be too difficult to redo it. The only difficult points I think would be in the butterfly, because it's a very small page, detailed, with the bells also very detailed, and here in the stars I will need to think how can I redo it like 2 over 1. Yes, over 1 in tiny stitches, but I think if I reduce the size it will take me less time to do it, and this is exactly what I will try right now. Right now I will sit down and start it and show you how we're going, where is the center, and my first impressions from this kit. And the first start of 2022 is done. Yeah, it's a super tiny, it's a very small start, but actually it's like almost like 50 or 60 stitches, so it's not like 1 or 2, it is good one. But because most of it unfortunately was done in white, and you can see, yeah, I chose the big part and started with the white, and then I was like, you won't be able to see it on the blue, so I started with gray, and you can see like it's tiny stitches. They're so cute. It will be just like the persimmons and the magpies. Okay, so this is my very chaotic table right now, Stitchy place. It will get better in the future. The more I will stitch, the more I will clean up. So I counted. It has exactly 7 pages across and 4 pages down. So I started with the page number 11, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4 page second. So from the bottom of it, it will be the middle of the whole project. Like this bottom of this page is the middle of the whole project, so it will be easier for me to count. Just because of the number of the pages. Actually, on the next page down, I saw there is like a horizontal line, which symbolizes like the horizontal middle, but it's only like 2 rows after this page, and I thought it would be easier for me to start with the second row of pages, maybe then go up, and then I will go down and down instead of going from the 3rd row and going up and up and up. So because unfortunately this piece is so big, I won't be able to color complete it. I will have to stitch it page by page. This is not the thing I like to do, and I will have to park my threads, which is another thing I'm not specifically in love with, but I understand this is a giant piece, and in case like I want to make my life easier, this is the thing I will have to do, because I can't color complete it right now. It's too big, and I'm not into like counting all of it. So second thing is why I started in this place is that first it has a little kitty, and it's so cute. It's like a very naughty kitty here, and the next page over here is actually her face. So after I'm finished with the kitty, I can go and stitch her face next, and I will be able to see if I can manage to do her eyes properly or hair and everything like this. I think, judging by the bells, which have only solid like whole stitches, it will be easy. Like the whole this part only have whole stitches. Even her eye, I think, only have one
small stitch in her eye, and I can just make it like normal stitch, whatever. And so I will much half of it, but anyway, I think it will be good. I think it will be good. So I didn't use any of the bands yet, though I already encountered 2. So one here and another one is here, so that's why I cannot continue with white, and I jumped over to her hair, which are mostly solids. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of floss change. A lot of floss change. But I will have a lot of time. Next 5 days I'm gonna stitch it, and probably next week on the next video I will be able to show you my maybe the whole finished page and the next start of the page, because that's not much. It's like half of the page, and it stitches relatively fast. Like these 50 stitches I was able to do in under 20 minutes. More of it took me to prepare and measure and find the middle and the start and find the floss. Yep, it takes a lot of organizing work, which I'm not doing right now. I'm just enjoying my stitch time. Maybe in the future. Sometime in the future. Oh, whatever. So, started my first cross stitch. Hooray! My first project of 2022. 29 starts left. Oh, I don't know. I'm just so excited. Like before I was getting ready to make this video, I was like, oh my god, I'm not showing any of like 29 other projects and what I'm gonna talk about and things like that. But now I'm like, after doing all this here and talking and like stitching, I'm so excited. I just don't want to stop. I want to just sit here, edit the video. Nah. I just want to stitch and stitch and stitch. This is a really amazing project, and I want to do as much as I can. Oh, another thing that I'm doing here is I'm watching The Librarians. And if you have never heard of, go and watch it. The Librarians. It's a series, and actually right now on Instagram I got a message that before the series there are actually 3 movies about the librarians, but they don't have these cuties there. So the movie is just about one of the librarians. So I haven't watched them, and I started with the series, so I can't recommend the movies because maybe next time. But the series definitely deserves your time, and it's very good. It's like another Doctor Who, but Doctor Who is oriented on, I would say, physics and technological development and like different worlds. This is more oriented on literature and fairy tales and magic, like all our loved stories and tales and everything, they are in that movie. So I really recommend it. It's good. It's good. It's like part drama, part comedy, part fairy tale. It is good. Sometimes I catch myself that I'm watching more than I'm actually stitching. This is how good it is. Apart from it's like relatively old, it's 2014, so get ready for some middle level CGI, but I think we're just spoiled by the CGI right now at this time, but anyway, it is good. I recommend it. So congrats me on my first start of 2022, and I guess I'll see you next week with more progress and more new starts. What do you think about it? Thank you for your attention, and happy stitching, guys. Bye!